Hello again, stingrays and kippers, Ranger Bill. Had a wonderful day here on this 50th anniversary of Earth Day. I got down to Box Tree, down to the marsh earlier, and read Hope is Here for y'all. That turned out to be a longer book, so it's probably still uploading, and I don't know when you'll see it, but it'll be out eventually. And tonight I'm sitting by the fire back at Pear Cottage, and looks like it's going to be a beautiful evening on this Earth Day. I've gotten as much out of it as I can. I've given back to Mother Nature as much as I can today. I hope you've had a chance to enjoy it and get out and do a few things. I have a kind of a short book tonight called Dragon and Sleepy Owl that I'm going to read to you. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to go through the 4 native species owls here on Eastern Shore that you can see and hear all around the shore. Thought I heard one just a second ago. Anywho, and then we'll see if we can get some owls to come in. I had really good luck on Sunday night, the last night of spring break. I got out here, had a fire, had some crabs on the grill. It was pretty sweet after a day of hiking and biking all around here. And no sooner had I put the crabs on the grill that a pair of barred owls showed up in the yard and started cuckoo-cuckooing all around here. And some others came in, and we stayed out all night calling back and forth to each other until the sun actually came up. And it started raining the next morning, but just as it got light, the owls got quiet, the birds started singing, the rain started to fall on the last of the ashes, and I went to bed. And so it made me think about this book. And maybe tonight we'll get some owls in. If not, maybe I can figure out a way to edit in some of the recordings I made the other night into this tape for you. Anyhow, again, I hope you had a good Earth Day. This is the point where I tell you, do not try this at home. I know fires are wonderful. I love having them here. They allow me to get rid of all the windfall. All the dead stuff that's fallen in the yard and clean it up, and I enjoy sitting by it. Tonight I cooked a couple steaks, went over and got some onions and asparagus and had some spinach out of the garden, and cooked them all up right here and had dinner before I started recording this. So I highly recommend them, but only in a safe manner, only with an adult, because they can get out of hand. And when I say a responsible adult, I don't mean that almost 18-year-old brother of yours in 11th grade that has a lighter that he thinks nobody knows about. All right, parents and adults only. All right, so that's the public safety announcement. Dragon and Sleepy Owl by Lucy Kincaid, illustrated by Eric Kincaid. Dragon lives in the wood. He has many friends. Owl is Dragon's friend. Owl is on his way home. Owl has been out all night. He has been very busy. Owl is very tired. He goes to sleep. Along comes Fox. "Wake up, Owl," says Fox. "I want to talk to you." Owl wakes up. He listens. Fox is gone. Owl is asleep. Along comes Rabbit. "Wake up, Owl," says Rabbit. "I want to talk to you." Owl wakes up. He listens to Rabbit. All the animals want to talk to Owl. Owl is very tired. He cannot work all day and night. He must get some sleep. Owl goes to Dragon, his friend. "Will you stand under my tree?" says Owl. "Will you see that no one comes to talk to me? I must get some sleep." "I will come now," says Dragon. Owl goes back to his tree. Dragon stands under the tree. A mouse comes to see Owl. Dragon growls. The mouse runs away. A squirrel comes to see Owl. Dragon growls. The squirrel runs away. Dragon growls when anyone comes near the tree. "Are you asleep, Owl?" says Dragon. "No," says Owl. "Why not?" says Dragon. "Your growls keep me awake," says Owl. "I am sorry," says Dragon. "What can I do?" says Dragon. The bees know what to do. They know a sleeping song. Hum, 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 the bees. Close your eyes, go to sleep. Hum, hum, dragon hums too. Hum, 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 hum. Dragon, close your eyes, go to sleep. Hum, hum, hum. Owl's eyes are shut. Owl's asleep. Do not stop humming, says the birds. Say the birds. Owl will wake up if you do. Dragon keeps on humming, so do the bees. The animals listen to the song, they get sleepy. The birds listen to the song, they get sleepy. Soon they're all asleep under the tree. The bees are awake. The bees are still humming. Dragon is still awake. The dragon is still humming. The bees are getting sleepy. Dragon puts his paws over his ears. The bees are asleep. Dragon is still awake. His paws are over his ears. Dragon cannot hear the sleeping song. Owl wakes up. I cannot hear anyone, says Owl. Dragon tells him they are all asleep. Owl laughs when he sees them asleep. Owl laughs so much that they all wake up. And then they all laugh too. All right, so can you, if you can see these, why don't you say these words along with me while I read them out loud? Busy, friends, listen, eyes, talk, tired, squirrel. Work, night, sleepy, sorry, pause, laugh, grows. What are they doing? Sleeping, standing, growling, running, and laughing. All right, youngins. That was a pretty cute little book. It was very appropriate for the other night when we stayed up until daybreak. That was a tough day the next day, but we all survived it. Couple things. My battery might run out at any time, so if this suddenly cuts off, well, I love you. Peace. I'll catch up with you later. But I'm going to try to do some owl stuff before it does die on me, and at least let you hear what some of the owls sound like, and maybe one or two will show up. Now, in the story, typically they use what should be like a great horned owl. It's the largest one we have around here. It's a tufted owl, which means it's got feathers on the top of its head that look like ears, but they're not really ears. Their ears are on the side of their head. They're tufts, and they just kind of show an expression. We have two tufted owls here, the great horned owl and the eastern screech owl. And then we have two non-tufted owls, being the barred owl, which is what came in the other night and may come in tonight, and then the barn owl, which one lives down here in the woods, but I've never seen it. And I look forward to someday coming across it. I've heard it, but I haven't seen it. So the first one I'm going to do is the great horned owl, which is your typical Geico commercial owl, and the one that's most in the stories that we read. All right, and that's two of them. That's a pair. The high-pitched one is the female, and the lower-pitched one is the male. I'll do that again. That's the male. And again, that's the great horned owl. And we have a pair that live just about on the other side of that field. They come in all the time, so we might hear them tonight. The other ones that we hear a lot around here are the eastern screech owl, which is like the mini-me of the great horned owl. It's a tufted owl, so it has little ear tufts on top also, but it's much smaller, only about 15 inches or so tall. It has two sounds that I work with. One is called a trill, and the other one is a whinny. These are all trills. It's more of a whinny. I think it's mismarked. All right, that's more of a whinny there. And that's the trill. Sounds like something out of an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. and they live here in the yard, so they show up all the time, and they're pretty talkative. So they're usually the first to come in. The one that we don't see much around here that I was talking about was the barn owl. It's a beautiful owl. It's mostly white with a little brown on it. It's got a horrifying scream. Sounds like somebody being murdered in an abandoned building. People call the police when they hear them all the time. This is a subtle one right here. And last but not least, the owls that came in the yard the other night that have been so talkative and kept me out all night, party animals, are the barred owls. And they have a couple different sounds. One of them, you can remember it by "Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all?" Can you hear it? Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all? And then when they start getting a little excited, like they were the other night, and that's what was going on in the trees above my head the other night. I recorded it, and I make that available online as well. And so that's crazy. It was nuts when they get like that in the yard. It's like gorillas in the mist. All right, so and that's the great horned owl. So those are the ones that I work with out here a lot. The ones I see a lot, hear a lot, come in and talk with me, and keep me up all the time. You can learn how to do that as well. There are apps that you can get on your phone. You can study it. Some of them you can do with your own mouth, like the Eastern Screech Owl. And other folks, maybe some of y'all can do all the other owls, the hoot owls and stuff. Those just aren't my specialty. So anyway, I'm going to sit here and see if anything comes in. If it does, I'm going to start recording again, but I expect the battery's going to go dead real soon. I want to just thank you again for watching these and giving me an opportunity to share with you little bits and pieces of my life and make it relevant into your life as well. Get out, enjoy your surroundings, learn, thrive, write your own narrative. Enjoy it. All right. All right, guys, I love you. It's been a great day. Sleep well tonight. Peace.